Our chest-supported incline lateral raise is a great strength move for the lateral and the rear or posterior head of our deltoid, so our shoulder. This is a great move because it isolates those muscle groups instead of allowing other areas to take over and kind of cheat on this one. Because of that incline bench here and our body weight being pressed against us, we're not able to kind of swing and use momentum to get those weights up like we could normally do on a standing lateral raise. So what you're going to want for this exercise is a set of dumbbells, a fairly light set, typically lighter than you would on a normal standing lateral raise, and you're going to want a bench that is able to adjust. We want that bench up to about a 45-degree angle. A little higher or a little lower is okay, but we want it about to a 45. If you're using that Reebok adjustable bench like we like to use in these videos, you're going to want it up on that second incline setting. So that first incline setting is going to be down just below a 45. That second is going to be just above a 45. We're going to grab those weights, sit down on that bench to where we are facing it. Then we're going to lean that chest in towards that bench and keep it in contact throughout that entire movement. I'm then going to have those weights directly down at my sides, right below my shoulders. I'm going to keep my chest pressed into that bench as I perform that lateral raise. That's to where I bring those dumbbells up to about shoulder height, nice and wide, and control them down, focusing on leading with my elbows throughout this movement. If you have not performed a normal lateral raise before, I highly recommend going and watching our dumbbell lateral raise tutorial video because that will touch on more of the basics of this movement. Biggest things to remember though is we are leading with the elbows here, focusing on the shoulders, not leading with the wrists to where we're going to kind of let those arms and those rotator cuff take over on this exercise. Biggest things to remember, or most common mistakes made on this one, grabbing too heavy of a weight, thinking you can do the same weight on this one as you can for a standing lateral raise, and what that ends up doing is not allowing you to get those weights all the way up with proper form, not allowing you to control the weights coming down. Instead, they kind of just drop immediately, and then also that chest coming off of that bench in order to swing. And what that looks like is kind of like this type of a movement to help get that momentum to generate up. We don't want to do that. Keep nice and still with that upper body. Keep that chest against the bench and force that lateral and that rear head of the shoulders to do all the work.